I came up here to speak a little briefly about what's been going on with the case in Ferguson, Missouri, where a police officer racially profiled and fatally shot an 18-year-old black man by the name of Michael Brown. And as he stood with his hands in the air, um, he was shot, and a lot of people are really calling it more like an execution. But what's happening is that a lot of the people there, the community in Ferguson, they are very upset. They're very upset because they feel that there's no justice. Because what's happening is that they're saying that that the police officer was defending himself, or that the victim wasn't really a victim, but an aggressor. People are looting. People are taking matters into their own hands. First of all, you're trashing your own community. Now, this is a place that you live in. Okay, it's definitely not going to make things better. You can't beat violence with violence. It's just not going to work. It's not going to happen. And a lot of people are saying, well, we're tired of marching, we're tired of doing this and that, and the NAACP doesn't help, and they're only out there for their own benefit, and Al Sharpton, and he is only about his greater means and this and that. But do you think it's better that you're fighting something, a battle that is just not going to be won? Racism exists in this world, and a lot of white people some of them are in denial, or they say, oh, it doesn't exist. It exists, and it's going to exist, and it's not going to stop. That's just the way it is. People put barriers in front of other people because of worse things than that. But the thing being that because it's somebody else's skin color, we place a barrier, a blockade, because people want to feel supreme. They want to feel better than each other. But the point is that you can't fight things like that. And I think that Martin Luther King said it the best when he said that darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light does that. Only light can do that. A lot of the things that come into play here are due to emotions, and when you're upset, sometimes we tend not to think and we want to react, but we can't keep doing that. You can't keep doing that, because it's not going to solve anything. It's not going to solve anything. The racially motivated police and violence, it has no place in law enforcement. It's intolerable. And I think that the way that we should handle this is not through trying to kill a police officer because they're out here killing us, but the right thing is really just to educate yourselves, to stay vigilant, and to continue to speak out. What I see happening, though, is that this is going to continue if people continue to react the way that they have. Now we're having an uprising of the Black Panthers, and they're wanting to fight violence with violence. It's going to only lead to violence. It's only going to lead to violence, and it's not going to go. It's not going to heal itself. We have a community that's grieving. We have a mother who's grieving over her son, who's no longer here with her, and she's asked for people to not react in a violent way, because it's not going to bring about a solution. We're looking for solutions here in this issue that's going on not only in Ferguson, but all over the United States. We just had a man about a couple weeks ago, that was killed. That had asthma. Everybody knows about that case in Staten Island, where the man was suffocated and he died. There's a lot of injustice going on, and if we are going to rise up, we have to do it in a way that's not violent, because violence begets violence. You know, it's only going to get worse. And what I see happening is that there's going to be civil wars in all urban and all types of communities, and people are going to be shooting and killing each other, when there needs to be a better solution than that. You know, this world is crazy. There's so much going on in the world. You know, we can't solve anything when our minds are clouded with hate and with anger, because you can't come up with a solution like that. You just can't. So I urge you to please think about your actions. Think about things. Think before you act. And let's try to find the solutions to these problems. Let's get down to the bottom of it. We're human beings. We're human beings. Acting like animals. Looting stores. Your own communities. Stop. Stop it. Let's come up with some solutions, some real solutions.